tell me when, sir.
I will. I'll make sure everything's good.
All right. While you're doing that, let me get my hair out of my ear. You guys get hit with that rain today too?
Oh yeah.
Jesus Christ, what the hell, man? It was like fog was coming in like it was Silent Hill today, man. It was nuts.
It was a hot mess. All right, we are live. Welcome back, everyone. J-Bone here for Smash This Podcast. Joining me this evening, first time on here, I believe. I've been on his podcast twice, so I had to bring him in for this. Mr. Trent from Total Nonstop Impact Podcast. Welcome, brother.
Thank you for having me, sir. This is fun. We're directly live off. The show just ended. We're going right in, man. This is raw. This is a raw reaction here. I love it.
Yeah, I was really on the fence on doing it this late because I like I said, I know it's late. Hey, we got some chatters in the chat room here.
Oh, nice.
Blood Rain's here. Eugene, Racist Fan Rocks. Hey, we got a few viewers this late. Wow.
Very nice. Thanks, guys.
You guys are a bunch of vampires. I love it.
Is this going on YouTube? Where are they in at YouTube?
We're live on YouTube.
Oh, beautiful. All right, cool.
On Channel de J-Bone.
Blood Rain, I know. Blood Rain's a great commenter. I appreciate Blood Rain. Welcome to this side of things, man.
We also got RVD is Impact in the chat room. Oh my goodness!
Talk about a topical username, huh?
Yeah, right. I wonder who he likes and who he watches.
Yeah, no kidding. Cool.
Oh man, so we are talking some United We Stand. The event just ended from New Jersey. It was sold out, man. Looked like they had a nice crowd there.
Yeah, my only bummer is the crowd wasn't mic'd. You couldn't hear how loud they were. That's the bummer for me.
No, but they were pretty loud. I mean, it was for what it was worth. I mean, they had a few technical issues going into it, but and the camera guys are,
yeah, local guys.
Yeah.
So I got some friends there who were texting me. I'm actually the ringside photographer running around, the guy with the Impact shirt on. That's my buddy Basil, and he's a ringside photographer. So he was texting me, and he's like, the crowd is super loud. So
I've heard you mention Basil. Okay.
Yeah, he's ringside photographer today. So he was telling me, he's like, man, they mentioned to him that they were having some audio stuff, but he's like, dude, the crowd's real loud. Like, it is a good crowd. Because I texted him and I was like, what's with this crowd, man? And he's like, no, dude, it's loud. It's just audio. So yeah, no, it's cool.
Yeah, I figured. And plus you got to figure these guys have been jumping from show to show for 12 plus hours today.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was watching a bit of a show from a few hours before, and I was just tuning in real quick. It was I don't remember which event it was, but the match was Sammy Guevara and two other people against LAX and Diamante.
Oh, really?
And someone, I was like, oh my God, how many times have some of these guys already wrestled today? Like,
oh yeah,
the running joke last year at WrestleCon was that Sami Callihan had like 12 matches across like each day for like 5 days straight. It was
Jesus. I
like
saw
like 150 matches in a week. It was
oh wow. I saw something where Ethan Page says he's got like 9 in 4 days. That's nuts. That's a lot of freaking matches. That is a lot of matches.
Yeah, when they're sharing multiple posters, in their posts from, hey, this is where I'm going to be today. Come see me. It's like, oh, you poor bastard.
Yeah, seriously, man. They They're working hard. They're working hard at these things. I mean, you're making a lot of money. You're selling your merch. Your exposure is great. It might get a little repetitive. I'm sure some people, if they're going show to show, they might see a lot of the same guys. But you got to take advantage of all those bookings, man. Why not? So, absolutely. I think these guys look forward to it. You know. Well,
this is where they make a decent amount of money between this and the WrestleCon appearances, their autograph signings. Here we got Critical Sting in the chat. He says, "Oh shit, it's Trent. What's up?
What's up, Critical Sting? That dude is one of my best commenters on Total Nonstop Impact. I mean, he leaves me stuff like he's great because he topically spaces it out. He doesn't just shoot everything into one comment. He's like, here's this thought, and here's this thought, and here's this thought. It's like gives me a lot to read, and I love it. So thanks, Critical Sting. Good to have you.
He catches me live a bunch of times. He's in here a lot, depending on what it is, but he does get in here a lot. So yeah, I actually got a few of my regulars in here. This is really nice to see. So I know it's late. I know I don't want to keep you up all night. We're in the same time zone, but still, that's
true. We are in the same time zone.
We're closing in on 1 o'clock in the morning here, and I'm sure it's later for some of you guys. So so here we go. United we stand from New Jersey.
Rahway, New Jersey. The Rahway Rec Center.
New Jersey. The what?
The Rahway Rec Center. This is where Wrestle Pro does their shows from.
Oh, so, okay.
Yeah, this is their venue. So they did a Twitch special from here once. And it was so similar kind of setup too.
Is this the same place that they did Lucha Underground versus Impact last year?
No, that was in New Orleans. That was at the Sugar Hill.
Oh, that's right. That was a completely different country.
They've done something here before. Like I said, Wrestle Pro wrestles here. This was their venue, so it's set up for them and whatnot. But it's a regular wrestling venue. You know, it's got bleachers and everything, so it's set up pretty nicely. I think it's a gym. You know,
it's kind of hard to tell. You know, with the camera moving around and it gets a little dark. How many people fit into a place like this on average, if it's packed?
I would say you're at no less than 700, but that one looked like 1,000 to me.
Yeah, that's 1,000. Those bleachers were packed.
Yeah, those bleachers went high too. That was the thing. Those are high bleachers. Yeah. So for those, with seeing that, and then they had the floor all taken care of. Like the floor was pretty covered. Yeah, dude, I think that was 1,000-seater because they did 1,000. I was just at the Windsor tapings that are going to start airing tomorrow on TV,
right.
And that was 1,000. And I saw it was kind of a similar setup, and they had more floor space at Rahway. I saw like more floor coverage and a lot of standing room. So I would say 1,000. You might even get an extra 100, maybe 1,100 even. I mean, that looked packed, man.
Yeah,
that was a good crowd.
It was. It's decent.
Yeah, I love that it's I know that it was not fully sold out earlier today, but they sold it out at during walk up. So walk up was the sellout today.
Yeah, I mean, people going from gig to gig. So yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, some people you don't want to fully lock in just if in case you can't make it. This was also in New Jersey, so you still have to get an hour and so, or traveling to New Jersey for it. So it all depends on where you were at.
Across the river from whatever. Yeah, they're all fairly close, but yeah. In the shadows of New York City, as Michael Cole always likes to say.
I think Josh said that today too, didn't he? I think he did.
He might have. At least he stopped saying from New York because, oh my God. Did you ever hear David LaGreca ream into these guys? And I think that's why they stopped saying from New York City, because it's not New York City. Oh, yeah. David LaGreca just absolutely losing his shit on his shows last week. It was hilarious.
Really?
Oh, he is a proud New Jersey guy.
It's a thing here too when people say they're from Chicago and you're like, oh, we're about, and they're like, well, and then they name a suburb 45 minutes away.
I'm from Schaumburg. That's not Chicago.
Yeah, exactly. That's the people that you know exactly what I'm talking about. People say I'm from Schaumburg, and it's like Schaumburg's 45 minutes away from here.
I get a gig
Doesn't
in
make any
Milwaukee.
sense.
Where? It's in Waukesha. That's not Milwaukee.
That's not Milwaukee. Exactly. You know what I'm talking about.
I'm exactly 5 minutes from Milwaukee. That's not Milwaukee.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all right. Let's dive into this. But before I do, I got to pop. Let's see. Which one should I do? We'll do this one.
What we got?
For the King of Sleaze, who we saw tonight, who is actually looking pretty good tonight, I gotta say.
He did look good. I'm not a Joey Ryan fan, but he looked good today. I'll give him that. He looked good. He was in good shape. Yeah,
he did. And Tessa did not want to touch it. Oh my god. Okay, so this is the mystery flavor. Let's see what it is.
Drum roll, please.
It's like a light orange, like a mandarin orange.
Mandarin orange. Mandarin orange to lead into your weekend here.
Something. Yeah, I was chewing on a few earlier because I was like in the mood. I'm like, oh, Joey Ryan, I got him, you know? So we start out with something a little, they always say card subject to change.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And unfortunately, we did not get two of the guys I was really, really looking forward to seeing. The legend, Jack Evans, and one of my new favorites over on another brand, MLW, Kodo Brazil, did not make this show. I did not hear anything in the news. We may hear in the next day or two what happened.
I thought Kodo, they said what happened was he had travel issue. He couldn't make it in time. That's kind of the risk of running these guys going show to show. They said he just didn't make it in time. So that's what I heard about Kodo.
Yeah.
Jack, what about Jack Evans? I didn't hear anything about Jack Evans. What do they say about him?
Is that a thing where he couldn't get a visa or something? Or does he live where does he live?
He lives in Mexico, from what I understand. But he's got a visa because they run. He's got to have a visa because they run. He runs up here. I mean, Lucha Underground tapes in California.
No, that's true. I just know that within the last couple years, it has not been easy for people out of the country to get into work.
True.
You know, it's been an absolute pain. Like those Dragon Gate guys, none of them got their visas, from what I heard.
I heard, yeah, that's the pain, huh? That sucks. That really sucks.
Which is why Flamita had to wrestle Rich Swann instead of Yamato, I believe his name was.
I've seen Yamato at Dragon Gate when they were in Chicago. I want to say, goddamn, 8 years ago. Long time ago. He's good. Yamato's good too. But he's also 8 years younger when I saw him, so who knows? I don't know. He's like, no.
Was that when Daniel Bryan was there?
Yeah. There was he got, what did he get fired? I don't watch WWE, so I'm trying to remember the timeline. He got fired for like choking somebody with a necktie or something.
He choked out Justin Roberts and then did a round in the Indies for the summer.
Yeah, I was there for that. He was super cool. He was one of the nicest guys ever. Yeah. And Yamato was there. He was on Dragon Gate. He put over Davey Richards as the future. And this is the new guy, and then Davey Richards took the blessing, and then to this day I remember Davey Richards turned on him, and he's like, "I don't need your goddamn endorsement. Screw you." And he turned on him. It was great. But the next
night in Milwaukee, I saw Daniel Bryan, or Bryan Danielson as he was called.
Yeah.
Then
let's call him by that.
He wrestled a young Jon Moxley.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh, cool. that was my first indie event.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was.
They ended up doing
crazy.
They ended up doing a show in Milwaukee where the ring didn't show up. Was that the one?
That's the one.
Yeah, ring.
It was late as hell, and they had to get a ring from some other company or something. Yeah.
You know who they got it from? Do you remember a wrestler by the name of Rashi Brown? He wrestled for ROH.
That sounds about right. I remember hearing people were talking about it outside the building.
Yeah. They ended up getting Rashi Brown's ring. This is the insider stuff you get working for AAW.
Nice.
They ended up getting Rashi's ring, and he charged them what he wanted to charge them that day for that, because you guys got no choice. You need a ring. So That's yeah, I heard the show was like 3 hours late or something, right? It was a big mess.
Yeah, we sat at a
mess.
bar next door for like a couple hours. Just, had a couple beers, a sandwich or two or whatever.
Yeah. It was that's I heard all about it.
Yeah. Gosh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That was almost 10 years ago.
Yeah, sure was.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Shit. So we had so the updated card match was they had Jake Christ, AR Fox, or AKA Dante Fox.
Dante Fox, yeah.
Pat Buck, and because they were down 2, they added 1, Ace Austin, which was nice.
Good touch.
And Johnny Impact. And I'll be honest, as soon as they added Johnny Impact to this, I was like, oh.
Yeah, I thought the same thing. I was like, come on, man. Why? I was like, well, for what? Johnny Impact. I mean, like, he's got the title already.
But I have a feeling I know what they're doing. And if I know what they're doing, they're going to make him like, just like he's going to have, he might get to the point where he has go away heat. I mean, he did something similar in Mexico where he literally had all the titles instead of, or not the women's Mexican title, but he had all the other titles.
I hope not.
So I'm like, oh my God,
that is go away, man.
If they do that to him in Impact with Cross and Taya, I'm like, oh my God, they're doing this again.
Yeah, I hope they don't do that, man. That's gonna suck. I don't need Johnny in the X division, really.
No, but I mean, it'll be interesting. We'll see. I mean, I think the companies their plans may change now that RVD's around. That may influence some things. We'll see.
I don't want it to disrupt too much, though. We got a really good, solid things going on here. You know what I mean? Like, you got to fit RVD in smoothly. You can't like just kind of shoehorn him into the title picture and stuff. If it makes sense, but we're all set to redemption rebellion at this point. You know what I mean? So we can't. We gotta be careful.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, they already have everything booked up to Rebellion, right?
Yeah.
So it's going to be a while before we actually see RVD. I mean, if we see him, the earliest will be Rebellion a month from now, or I should say at the end of the month.
Well, they said he's going to debut the tapings after Rebellion. That's what they said.
Is that what they said? Okay.
Yeah. So I just saw the. I mean, I was at the tapings going up to Rebellion, so he's not on those, obviously. So yeah, they just said he's debuting on. Was it April? It'd be April 29th. So that's the Monday after.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, we had this match go on. Ultimate. This was nuts, huh?
This was a lot of fun. I mean, there wasn't too much that we haven't seen before in an Ultimate X match, but everybody brings something a little different. My favorite spot personally in this match was Jake Christ giving Ace Austin the stunner as he was like hanging off the rope, and then he's done that before, and we've seen that move before. But man, that move never gets old. That's one of my favorites.
I love it. That swinging upside down. I love that move. That's a great move. And you had Ace Austin do a crazy dive, huh? After that, off one of the posts. That was another highlight.
Oh, he was like touching the ceiling practically.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
It was like 20 feet plus up.
That was nuts, man.
That's insane. That kid's got some balls, man. Who was your pick to win this?
I was going with Ace. I thought, this is a perfect time to get him over. But I don't know, man. I feel like it's a missed opportunity with Ace, especially after that big high spot. I mean, what are we doing? Why do we not do that with him? Can figure it out.
Yeah, but it's all about not to quote another company, but it's all about making moments and making
Yeah, it's true.
Get your to quote Cage, getting your shit in.
Getting your shit in, that's for sure. That's for sure. Blood Rain's saying that it's too early for Ace right now. So yeah, you're right. I mean, it might be. But he could at least get a contendership.
I think they're building the character, but
yeah.
We're certainly going to see that develop over the next 4 weeks, I'm sure. Well, you saw it, but yeah, no spoilers here.
No spoilers. I'm not saying shit about what I saw and when. No way.
I couldn't pay him enough. He's tight-lipped. I wanted Dante Fox to win this one, but we got Johnny Impact with the win here. I put a little sad face next to it. Are you okay with this? Or are you kind of like,
what's that?
With Johnny winning this? I mean, do you think it's going to turn into something more? Or
I'm real meh with it. I feel it's a wasted opportunity to put somebody else over. Okay. I was like, yeah, you couldn't really. I mean, I don't know why now. What does it prove? He had he's the champion. In a way, it almost clearly defines. It's like, well, obviously now he's going to lose the cage.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, well, what the hell? So I don't know. I didn't felt like there was other ways to get around this, but I could have done without Johnny winning tonight. Could have made an actual X Division guy out of it, but
yeah,
we'll see what it turns up. We'll see what it turns out to be. I think it's there's an end game to it. Obviously, I mean the Impact booking team is smart. They think further, which I like. So I think there's a plan for it, but just a matter of how that gets executed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll see.
I give a shout out to Andre Corbio, man.
Andre's in the chat. What is
he putting me over? Andre, thank you very much for that kind words. Look at that for both of us.
Nice. Some new faces in here, Reese, sir. This is he said, "What up, blood? This is BD."
BD, you know BD?
No,
do we know you, BD? Should we know you, BD?
I'm not familiar with him, unless he's like one of my other regulars. I'm not sure. Apparently, Blood Rain.
Big Dog. Yeah.
Oh, Big Dog.
What's up, Big Dog?
All right, Big Dog's in the chat.
All right, cool. All right, so yeah, Johnny, man, I don't know, dude. I'd like to see where they go with it. Right now, like I said, we're all the way through Rebellion. I mean, I don't know what the hell how you fit this in. We got like weeks left, so we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see. What else?
And it's not something that's going to happen overnight. So by the time something happens, they might pull it out of nowhere, and all of a sudden be like, "Hey, remember that? Oh yeah, well, boom, here it is, and boom, the title's gone or something. Who knows?"
Right. It could be a lot different.
So next we get the Lucha Underground team versus Team Impact. Team Lucha, we got Drago, Aerostar, Daga, and Marty the Moth replacing Phantasma. Now, I have not heard yet why he replaced Phantasma. I have my theories, but I don't know if somebody like scooped him up or maybe I don't know.
I do know Phantasma's not cheap, so that could be why.
that could be. Yeah, you were telling me about that.
He does not work cheap. I don't know if they couldn't come to a money agreement, maybe, or if it was or maybe maybe he got scooped up. Things happen at WrestleMania weekend. People get contracts thrown at him. Maybe he didn't make his travel. Could be a multitude of things. The good thing about WrestleMania weekend is that you have a lot of guys in town, so you're never short on a replacement. I mean, everybody's in town, so you can get somebody if you need me. You need to.
This is true. There are names galore.
Yeah, absolutely.
For Team Impact, we had Moose rocking the
looking great
Flair robe.
Yeah, I love the robes now.
Did he beat up Flair too and take his robe? I mean, for crying out loud. You got Batista beating up Flair. Now Moose is beating up Flair. What the hell?
I feel like, you know what? At least somebody's doing the robe thing now. Why not? That's good. And he's got a new one every taping. I'm impressed. He's putting the money out, man.
He's Money Moose.
Moose.
He is Money Moose. We got Eddie Edwards. We got Brian Cage and surprising the Jersey crowd, got a
Oh yeah,
lovely pop for the ECW legend. Tommy Dreamer shows
you
up.
had to. You had to. Come on, come on. This is ECW country, man. Come on.
Oh yeah.
You had to have him in there, no doubt about it.
So I mean, my only other guess was that maybe Cross was going to show up or something like that. But I saw him earlier today doing the blood sport. I watched a
Yeah,
few of those matches.
he was bloody.
He fought Davey Boy Smith Jr.
Yeah,
and
they
lost.
Yeah, hard fought match. Actually, Basil did ringside for that one too, and he said it was brutal.
Oh, that I was just sitting here, jaw dropped.
Did you watch it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see it. No, cool.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I've watched him train and work out, and I'm like, wow, I'd love to see him in an actual, like, a real fight. And that's what these were. These were shoot wrestling fights. No ropes on the ring, just the posts in the corner. And you had to win by TKO, submission, or like if the match got thrown out, DQ.
Yeah.
And these matches, I watched like 4 or 5 of them. I didn't watch the whole event. But these matches were insane. And I have a whole new respect for Davey Boy Smith and Killer Cross now. It's like some tough sons of bitches, man. No shit, man. Seriously.
Cross for sure, is a tough bastard. Davey, I didn't know he was a shoot fighter. I know he's a tough guy. He's a big guy.
No clue.
No clue he was a shooter, like that. And not that it's a shoot, but it's a work presented like a shoot. So it's
like traditional grappling skills. But you got to think he learned that in the dungeon, because that's some old school shit up there.
Also, he's been in Japan primarily for, years now. He's primarily in Japan, so that guy is training in those dojos, hardcore.
And they're running roughshod over MLW right now, which is tremendous to see.
Hey, is the New Heart Foundation or something? Is that what's going on? Yeah.
Brian Pillman Jr., Teddy Hart, and Davey Boy Smith Jr. If you're not watching it, folks, you need to check it out. It's an hour-long show. Never a dull moment.
Good
shit. And I'm going. I got my ticket. I got my $10 ticket for the Milwaukee date.
Oh, really? That's their thing. Here's the thing. MLW charges $10 for GA. And they came here. They've been here twice now, Chicago. It's $10 GAs. You're gonna sell out. They went to a primarily Hispanic neighborhood here, and they had a bunch of luchadors on. That's $10. I mean, if you're an average, you're a working class family, you cannot take your kids and wife out for anything cheaper than a $10 show, and you're guaranteed 3 hours of fun. I mean, that's the way to do it, man. Keep wrestling cheap. You'll fill the crowd. You'll fill the arena.
And they're trying to build a brand across the country slowly but surely. And they're going to do it. They're going to do it.
They got money. I know it was always the thing. Court Bauer has some money, so he's a smart guy. They'll figure something out with that. But
he always says he's making deals.
It's consistency with them, though, because that's what killed them the first time. It was like they only lasted a few shows the first run, but different plan now, different landscape. It's going to be a matter of who. Honestly, man, I think it's survival of the fittest at this point, because you got a lot of promotions using the same guys. Who is going to be the one to remain at this point? So it's going to take some good booking, good solid shows. But
things are going to. The landscape's going to change a year from now drastically with AEW, but there's still a ton of talent out there. So
absolutely,
I'm not too worried about it.
No. Chris Steele show saying in Louisville they're doing they do $7, $8 tickets, which is again that's awesome. I think OVW does Wednesday night shows, and OVW is now partnered with Impact, so I expect OVW shows to just get off the chain in the next couple of months too with the partnership. So that'll be fun.
You'll see Impact talent showing up more and more, and Impact will pull from OVW as a
the perfect feeder.
Yeah.
So what do we have? We never finished the result on the Tessa and Joey Ryan. Tangents, man.
I mentioned it. We didn't. I mentioned it. We didn't get to it yet. We were talking Team Lucha versus Team Impact.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
We went off on a tangent.
Yeah.
That's Captain ADD over here. Happens to me all the time. I guys know this. And Marty the Moth got the win on this one. He actually pinned Tommy Dreamer. This match was nuts. It was so much fun though, because everyone was getting spots. I missed part of this match. I didn't catch the whole thing, but from what I caught, it was nuts. Moose at the end of the match turns on his own team, and that's what cost him. It's like, man, that scoundrel.
Son of a bitch, man.
Oh,
yeah. Dude, Brian Cage looked incredible in that match. Holy shit.
I think Cage he gained an extra 50 pounds.
Yeah, but Brian Cage was on top of it. I don't know how many matches he had that today, but man, that dude came to play today. He was unreal. I was really impressed. Not that I'm always not, but I was really impressed with him.
And I haven't seen Drago and Aerostar in a while because I don't keep up with a lot of AAA stuff. So it was great to see these guys back for this.
I think Drago is signed or on some kind of deal with Impact. So I think he's signed. I'm not sure. I thought I heard something. I know he's dating Tessa Blanchard, so that doesn't hurt either.
Oh, Daga.
I'm sorry, Daga. Yeah, my bad, Daga. I was like Draga.
Daga, Draga.
Daga.
Potato.
Yeah.
But yeah, Daga and Tessa are dating. They're absolutely adorable. Their Instagram photos are just, it's like, oh my God.
Look at those two.
Yeah.
Yep, Daga Kirkle's thing.
Lucky guy.
Oh, man. Kyle's in the chat. He's saying, show us the 3 Live Crew DVD. I already tweeted that out, Kyle. I already tweeted that thing out, man. Go to Total Nonstop Impact's Twitter. It's on there. I already tweeted it out.
Ask him why aren't you here, dude?
Yeah, jump in here, Kyle. Don't be a dick.
I sent you the link, man. Come join the show. We got plenty. We only talked about 2 matches so far. We're dragging.
Come on, they want the Kyle, man. Get in here, Kyle. Come on. You guys want Kyle in here? Leave a comment that you want Kyle to jump in this goddamn show right now.
If you want Kyle in this show live right now, smash that like button and smash that sub button and ring that bell for notifications to let you know when more content hits your screen.
Aren't you supposed to say smash that podcast? Isn't that part of the deal here?
I said that in the intro.
That's right. But cool. All right, well, let's see if Kyle jumps in. But anyway, we'll keep going on. On here. Yeah, we'll keep talking. What else? What's next?
Kyle, if you have problems, just text Trent and we'll figure this out.
Yeah, let's see. Phone is ready. I got my phone here. I'm waiting for you to text if you have problems, Kyle.
Oh, he says, go fuck yourselves. I'm in bed watching The Sopranos.
Fuck you, Kyle. All right, fine. Fair enough.
Love you too, Kyle.
We'll get through it. We'll do it. We'll do it.
We'll carry on.
Yeah, we'll carry on. Son of a bitch.
So next we got the Knockouts championship match. This was a lot of fun. Rosemary versus a debuting Katie Forbes.
Yeah, her first time in Impact. That was
Jordan
cool.
Jordan Grace and Taya defending. What are your thoughts on? I mean, number one, it's great to see Rosemary back working on a pretty regular basis now. What did you think of Katie Forbes? I want to get your thoughts on her. Is this your first time seeing her or no?
First time ever seeing her. Heard about her. Seen plenty of pictures. I know she's dating Rob Van Dam, so I see pictures of the two of them together a lot. I've heard of her. Never seen her wrestle, but I was impressed. She actually wasn't as bad. I thought she was just a body. I'm like, she's just a body chick, Yeah. But she wasn't like phenomenal, but her timing was good. She did those little squat spots and things like that. I thought that was fun. I really liked her. So she was fun to watch. I don't know if I'd like to see her in Impact. I don't think she fits right now, but you know, I'm not gonna doubt that she'll probably show up because it might be part of RVD's deal, man. Who knows? She might show up in the as part of his deal. So we'll see.
I think she's a shoo-in because RVD. So I think as long as RVD is around, you'll see her. But I've seen her in a few matches in the WoW series, the
Right.
Women of Wrestling on Access TV. And she's got a gimmick as Chloe Hertz, where she comes down to the ring with several ring rats. The men carry her down to the ring. I love the gimmick.
Yeah.
I would love to see her do that in Impact Wrestling, but that's a show gimmick in Hollywood, so I don't think she could do that here. But by herself, she doesn't have like the greatest skill set, but I think she can certainly contribute to the Knockouts roster.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. I mean, I don't think anything's going to happen immediately. They got time because, we got to get through Rebellion first. And then we'll see if she shows up with RVD.
Yeah, main thing is getting through Rebellion. Reese Sears over here says Forbes is okay. And coming from an RVD mark, she's not ready for the main show. She wasn't horrible, but she needs some work. I agree with that. That took the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah.
Blood Rain says send her to OVW. So yeah, I'm down, man. She's got a look.
Oh yeah, she's got a look. I think those trunks were painted on. Oh my Lord.
Blood Rain, if you guys read the comments, he is describing that look in very colorful language. I don't know if that language is allowed here on Smash That Podcast. I mean, I use that language myself a lot, but I don't know if it's allowed here. But yeah, send her to OVW, man. Get her brushed up, But yeah, it was all right, match. It wasn't terrible. I didn't think Ty was gonna drop it. I think she's busy. She's got stuff going on.
Oh yeah. I mean, if anything, there was, right at the end where it looked like Jordynne Grace was close to taking it, and then Taya, took it away.
Jordynne looked good today. Jordynne looked really nice.
She looked tremendous. I was a little worried when she came out. She had a look on her face. I don't know if it was me, but she had a look on her face like she just got done crying about something. Like she looked real, like she was holding something back.
Well, she tweeted right before the match that she had to apply her makeup 6 times today. So that means she's had 6 appearances today. Probably
maybe she was just like rushing. Maybe.
I think about it, it's 11 o'clock. By the time that match is on, it's like 11:30, 11:45. I mean, she's had a long day. She's probably just beat, man. She needs to just go to bed.
Probably fried.
Yeah, she's just tired. They got a long weekend, man.
But I think the women killed it. I think considering how late at night it was, I think they all rocked.
Yeah. Homegirl's tired. That's what Blood Rain's saying. Homegirl's tired, man. No doubt.
Hell yeah, man.
She was sleepy.
So Taya retains here.
Yep.
Su Yung showed up out of the blue and went after Rosemary, so that took Rosemary out of the match.
I wonder what the deal was with that. I guess it's a way to keep Rosemary strong, right? Don't let her take any losses, or even if she's not getting pinned, don't let her take a loss.
And it could hint at something for the future.
Sure. I mean, they got that feud going on. It's all topical, so it makes sense.
Yeah. And it all stems from Allie as well.
Rest in peace, Allie.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Don't get me started. I don't have my tissues here. So next we got LAX versus Loki and Ricky Martinez from MLW. What did you think of this one?
A big Loki mark. I think Loki's great. So I enjoy any Loki's. I don't know anything about Ricky Martinez. First time seeing him, he didn't really blow me away, but I think Loki was more the hook on this one. LAX obviously is the anchor of that match. From what I understand, Santana was a little beat up from the WrestleCon match earlier today. And I think he re-triggered whatever injury it was because there's a point where he looked like he really took something bad and he was like just in pain.
Yeah.
And I think Ortiz killed it. I think Ortiz came to play today, man. I tweeted that. I said Ortiz definitely came to play. He was on fire. I don't know. He's got that third win, man. I know he's a drinker of Bang Energy. He's a Bang Energy guy. Because every time I see him at AEW or we're hanging out, he's always got a Bang Energy with him. And we're always talking about our hair, and we're talking about what flavor Bang Energy is drinking.
Well, I tell you, to go from his last event where he got misted by Tajiri, I caught that. And then when he left, he looked, he was all stressed.
Good,
he was like, oh my God, how they act when they get misted and they're all freaking out and stuff. And I was like, oh my God, this guy's got to wrestle in another couple hours. This is crazy.
Yeah. He's good. He's good. We have a plan though. Me and Ortiz have said that once he turns on Santana, we're gonna form a team called the Pantene Twins. And because he's got the crazy. So we're always
oh my God.
It's funny because we're always got our hair done up nice and show days. So we're always talking. Like the first time I met him, he's like, what kind of conditioner are you using? I'm like, this is a great conversation. This is fantastic. The first thing he says to me, what kind of conditioner do you use?
I have not been down a shampoo aisle in almost 20 years now.
If you had, I'd wonder what the hell you're doing.
It's usually, trying to help the missus find something. That's about it. Oh my God. See, dude, this is what I was talking about. You're worried about that one dislike you get, that one thumbs down.
Come on, look at all this. What is that?
My video just had like 13 thumbs up, no thumbs down.
Yeah.
And now half the thumbs up are gone and I got 7 thumbs down. So that's all the quiet little trolls out there. All the little troll accounts. Probably one guy with like 7 accounts.
Wait, yeah, I just saw them. Like, what the hell? What? Hey, guys, come on. We need our listeners to jump in here and thumb that back up. I mean, unless it's Sammy Callahan, going in there and thumbs up and thumbs down, thumbs up, thumbs down. I can't make up my mind. It's one or the other. I don't know what he's going for here. God damn it. I'm blaming Sammy Callahan for that one.
I was going to put over Sammy too. He even won, for crying out loud,
Yeah.
And this is that's like the third match that they've wrestled within the last year against each other. And this kind of match too.
I said they did the same match at the UK MediaCon show on Twitch.
Was it a Monsters Ball?
It was, yeah. Same.
Okay.
I mean, some of the spots are even similar. They did like the Legos, shoes off, and all that stuff, and the staple, the newspaper, things like that. So it was pretty. I mean, I didn't mind it. I was like, this is a fun match. So.
Yeah,
we'll get to that one. Are we on that one now? We'll talk about now.
We're almost there. We were on the Loki Martinez LAX match. But there's not too much else to say. LAX won that one. Like you said, I think Santana hurt himself. He kind of like scooted away after the match, and then they kind of like ended it quick. So maybe I don't know.
Yeah, no, he said something to Conan, kind of serious, and they had the cameras on him. So something definitely happened. He's probably beat up. From what I understand, I think it happened earlier in the day. So I'm not sure. I think it might just re-triggered him. But
I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, geez Louise, like I said, these guys wrestle how many matches?
Several matches, man. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's that's why I think Ortiz really shined in this one. He looked very solid, very strong, and I think he came out to be that anchor of the team today. So that was cool. I was surprised they didn't give the win to MLW though. It's kind of like I know it's Impact show, but I mean, it would be cool, like because they put over Lucha Underground today, which I think is a payback from last year because Impact beat Lucha at the Super Show in New Orleans. But I'm surprised they didn't put MLW over today. Which, whatever. It's all part of the show, but for relations between the two.
All's fair in love and war, yeah.
I think so.
So, I mean, maybe this was just kind of a test thing to see if we want to like use them in the future, like to have Loki come back and maybe bring Ricky with him.
Yeah.
What if no, are you familiar with the MLW guys or no?
Well, here's the thing. The MLW guys, a lot of them are I got a lot of them in AEW that we work with. So I see a lot of them for us. Not all of them.
Are you familiar with Selena De La Renta?
Yeah. Like we don't like AEW doesn't have her, but so there's a group of them that I don't see at all. Like, I don't work with at all. But quite a bit of the MLW guys we work with at AEW. So I am familiar with. I don't watch the show. I should. Everybody tells me I give it a shot. It's only an hour. You probably dig it. So I'll give it a shot. I'm a busy guy though, J-Bone. I can only commit to like one show, and that's Impact. I'm struggling to find time for other shows.
I hear you, and that's why I watched a bunch of smaller shows, and I took a break from WWE for about 3/4 of a year because it was just easier. I was watching, WoW, that was an hour.
Yeah.
I was watching Lucha Underground, that was an hour. I was watching MLW, that was an hour. So, I could break it up and it was easy. But, yeah, I hear you.
Critical's thing just he spoke to my heart just now. He just left a comment. It just said, Old Manser. Old Manser, baby. That's my guy, dude. Mance is my boy, dude. I love Mance Warner.
I'm just getting to learn who this Manser is.
Can I recommend something to you guys? Go on AEW Pro on YouTube and type in AEW Pro Mance Warner. There's a film called Dramatic Pause, and it's by my friend Rob Malinowski. He's a director, and he makes a lot of short films on wrestlers. And he works for AEW. He made one on Mance, and it's called Dramatic Pause. It is fantastic. So I helped Rob with it a little bit. I was the one asking the questions on the video, but Rob put the movie together. It is a film. I mean, it is beautifully done. We wants to watch it 100 times. It is so good. But I highly recommend it, man. Dramatic pause. Critical's thing. Go watch that video right now. Go watch that movie. It's on YouTube for free.
What is that line he uses? D-pad up, D-pad down.
Light beers and lariats, knee pad up, knee pad down, red light on, dramatic pause. He's fantastic, man. That is the guy, man. You should see the reaction he gets live.
He's kind of like what did I say the other day when I was reviewing a show, and it was like not his debut, but it was my first time seeing him. It was a match against LA Park, which was just nuts in MLW. And I was like, man, if the Briscoes had an affair with, oh God, what was it?
Terry Funk, man.
like Terry Funk and Dusty Rose came back and made love to the Briscoes, and they had a baby. You'd get Manser, it was like,
oh Manser, baby. He's actually from Bucksnort, Tennessee. That's where Bunkhouse Buck was from back in the old days. You remember Bunkhouse Buck?
Nice.
And I mean, he's a Southern style wrestler, man. And the whole he is a WCW fanatic, and I'm a WCW fanatic. And Manser loves WCW, man. That dude is a WCW fan. He knows his shit. But let's keep going. Wait a while. Definitely, guys, check out that movie, Dramatic Pause on YouTube.
Will do. I've been watching some other stuff on there too.
Yeah.
Then next we got Tessa Blanchard versus Joey Ryan. And this was a lot of fun. I honestly, I can't remember a match against a woman that I've seen him win.
Joey Ryan? Yeah, I think that's kind of the payoff. He gets to feel up on him. He'll put him up, put him over, I guess.
And he actually used all of his classic sleazy moves. I was a little curious to see what he all uses because, like, okay, for example, when he was in Lucha Underground, he didn't do any of his sleaze gimmick. I mean, he did like the oil up, but he didn't do like the boob plex. He didn't do the penis, plex, whatever they call it. He wouldn't do any of those on Lucha Underground television. That was all like reserved for the indies. He just used like his regular moveset. I was like, so, and I was curious because this was Impact Wrestling. I was like, okay, what's he going to do here? And he'd used all of his indies stuff. So it was kind of cool to see.
Yeah. I got to comment on this. I'm thinking, this was originally supposed to be Eli Drake. And, and he pulled out of that. He made some comments and he removed himself from this match, and that's when they put in Joey. But looking at it after watching it, I'm thinking Eli would never have worked in this. It's just like I don't want to see Eli fight Tessa. I don't. I wouldn't. I was like, I don't. It was like, Eli should not be fighting Tessa. Eli needs things that are going to further him on the main event side of things. And I agree. Like, I wouldn't want to see this match between him and Tessa.
Yeah, he's been all over social media lately, and he's getting a lot of criticism. But you know what? Now, and I know you and I were talking about this on your show, and I know we differed in opinions, but I can completely understand why he doesn't want to. I mean, if he doesn't want to, if he's not comfortable doing that for, just trying to like, get under his skin for a second and try to like understand him, besides how he's explaining it on social media, which can come across different ways at times. Like, he's chauvinistic. No, I get it. He's not. I don't think it's a chauvinistic thing. He's trying to keep that believable side of the kayfabe real. Absolutely. and doesn't think it's entertaining to see a man beat up a woman. I mean, I felt this match was fine. I mean, there were points in the match where Joey was really working her over, but then there's always the little breaks, the dramatic pauses, and he's pissing off the crowd. It gives her a chance to heal up or whatever, and then she does the comeback, and there's a story being told, and that worked. But I get both sides of it. I do. I can respect both sides. I'm not a fan of intergender matches, but doesn't mean it's I'm wrong or somebody else is right. That's why I was like, for people dogging Eli Drake, it's like it's his preference, man. He doesn't see where it's appealing, and I'm with that, but it doesn't make me right over somebody else. And this is your first time on here, so I'm not going to tell you you're wrong. I'll save that for another time. No.
Okay, perfect. Sounds good. Good to know it's what kind of show we're on here. Cool.
So but yeah, Tessa Blanchard comes out with a win here. Top rope code breaker. And they called it something, and I missed it. They called it a Magnum or something?
Magnum, yeah, because it's named after her stepdad, Magnum TA.
Oh, yeah. And damn, whenever she does that, no matter whoever she does it to, it just looks awesome. She's got to use that thing like all the time. I know she uses like, what's it called? The buzzsaw DDT usually.
Yeah.
But this
one's fantastic, man.
She is. She's really one of the cream of the crop right there.
What else we got? What was after that one?
We got the X Division match between another change in the card here, but still Rich Swann defending against Flamita, a clean shaven Rich Swann. Almost didn't recognize him.
Yeah, so in Windsor, I was hanging out before the show. We got to go in and just see sat with some friends and stuff, and I see a guy in the distance, and he's kind of dancing. Rich is always dancing, like that's a shoot. That's what he's doing at AEW. He's just dancing, nice. And I'm like, that's not Rich, is it? I mean, he looks so different without the beard, and I'm like, is that? And I'm like, I recognize the moves. That's Rich. So then I was like, man, I went up to him like, I didn't even recognize you without the beard, dude. Like, you look so different. But yeah, he looks super different without the beard.
Yeah.
Looks really young, super young. He is pretty young too, but looks really young.
He does. He does have a youthful look. He looks a little weathered, I think, when the beard and the hair's all, and he's like 15 minutes into the match and he's all looking haggard, and he does look a little older. But yeah, when he shaved, it does take years off. It does.
Critical Sting says clean shaven Rich Swann looks like D'Angelo De Niro at first glance. You're right.
Oh my god, he's totally right.
He totally does.
I could not think of the guy's name, but there was like one point in the match he was doing a move to Flamita, and he looked at the camera, the hard camera, and he smiled, and I was like,
Pope.
Pope, thank you. Yeah, I'm like, oh my god, it looks like the Pope, and I could not think of the guy's name. Thank you.
Yeah, I love the Pope. Side note, I enjoyed it. I miss him.
He was on commentary a couple of years ago, and right in the middle of that big change when the company was really.
I liked him on commentary. People really were very hit or miss with him. I liked him on commentary. I thought he was good, man. I thought Pope was fantastic.
He added a little something. I mean, it was an awkward time because it was Josh Matthews versus Jeremy Borash a lot at that time. So he got caught in the crossfire a lot, and I don't think contributed quite as much as he could have.
Right.
And I was watching not even half of the episodes at that time because I couldn't stand it. Because that rivalry went on through like the whole show when they were doing it, and I couldn't stand it. Yeah. So I had to stop watching for a while. It was too much.
Yeah, it was.
But Swann wins here against Flamita. Great match, though. Hope they get Flamita back. He's CMLL? Is that?
I think, yeah, CMLL.
Is that? Okay.
What's the Sambra? Consuelo Mundial de Lucha Libre. I think that's what it means.
Yeah.
Something like that.
What he said. But it was supposed to be Yamato, and visa issues kept those guys at home.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. But still a great match. We'll see if we see more of Flamita in the future. Maybe that was just because of the weekend and, everyone's around.
Could be. For a while last year, Flamita and Bandito have been teaming up a lot. Bandito just got signed to Ring of Honor. So Flamita is kind of doing his own thing now. So AAA. Trickle thinks no. He's not CMLL. He's AAA.
Oh, is it AAA?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
But, no, Flamita's good too. He's a bit older than Bandito, which I didn't know until we had them in AEW a lot too. And I was like, and we're talking to him without like backstage, and I was like, man, he is. I didn't realize how much longer he's been in the business than Bandito had. So no, he's good though, man. He's really cool.
Duke Togo's in the chat. Cain Velasquez is making his pro wrestling debut at AAA at Triple Mania. Pretty big deal. Yeah, I don't know who he's facing yet. I don't know. I'm not getting excited about it yet because I don't know if he's going to put in the work like Brock Lesnar used to do and really, I'm thinking like old school Brock Lesnar. I'm not talking about where he just shows up and suplexes every guy and just walks away then. If you're going to see Cain Velasquez, you want to see him really kick some ass and not just show up and do like a move. So we'll see what he does. So, but yeah, Swann wins. Decent match. Next, we get the Monsters Ball. We talked about that a little bit already. Sammy versus Jimmy Havoc. That was a lot of fun. Sammy wins with a pile driver on top of a bunch of chairs
and Legos, I think, too.
Yeah,
underneath all that.
Out there.
Yeah.
Cut him with the cardboard. Jimmy Havoc had the crimson mask. Any spots from this match that you want to mention?
The Jimmy Havoc paper cut spot was ridiculous. Like he takes the paper and he's slicing Sammy's lips, and I'm like, oh my god, that is brutal,
We've seen that before, but it's still cringeworthy every
brutal
single time. It's just, oh yeah. Some
Brutal
of the stuff
stuff.
these guys in the stapler, not the
I
red stapler, but
yeah. I I think Sammy Callahan is the best man. He is the best guy out there. This dude, he's so into what he's doing. I mean, it's almost like it's so believable. I'm like, this guy's nuts. He's shooting nuts. You know, I'm like, this guy's insane. And he's just so good at what he does. And I think anything with Sammy, I'm watching. So you put him in anything, I'm watching it.
I've got a whole new level of respect for Sammy for what he's done with Impact Wrestling over the last 2 years.
Big time.
He's put, I could borderline say he's helped put Impact back on the map. Whether you love him or hate him for what he's done to like Eddie or whatever. Yeah,
he's the kind of guy you want on your roster. You know, that's exactly who you want on your roster, man.
He's a guy
workhorse, a guy who promotes and talks and who can really be believable, you know, on a roster. So no, he's great. He's great.
Oh yeah,
good match.
So yeah, this was a lot of fun. Do you no? They had a match in MLW 2 last year. It was right after the one in the UK, and I'm trying to remember who won each one. Do you remember who won the UK
Sammy one? Sammy won the UK one. I don't know about the MLW one.
Okay. I think, oh gosh, I don't remember. It was brutal though, because they did even more extreme stuff.
Blood Rain says that Jimmy lost both. So Sammy won both previous.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But the one in the UK was even more brutal because they had Tax in the ring.
Barefoot Tax. That was nuts.
God.
That was insane. I want to throw a question from Duke Togo. He brings up something here. He says, do you guys feel like a poorly mic'd crowd affects your enjoyability for a wrestling show? Audience plays an important role, in my opinion. Yeah. Not having that crowd and feeling that crowd as loud as I know they were, took away from it for me. I cannot really, you don't get that immediate loud reaction. You don't get the ring pop. It's just, I just felt like the crowd deserved better, to be represented better. They did not get their voices heard as much today, which is a bummer. Total bummer.
Yeah. But, I mean, I heard them, I think, when it counted, but, I hear you, yeah. And I feel like some of their other tapings are like that. Different venues have different acoustics. Like Sam's Town isn't that great, but they always had a decent crowd at least. Like a lot of people,
True.
And then moves on to the main event of the evening, which was over fairly quickly. I was a little surprised.
Yeah.
I was a little surprised, but I also know that Sabu has been through a lot within the last handful of years.
Yes. He did hit his spots. I think that was the key.
I felt he looked, I mean, I've saw a couple opinions online that said they should not be in a professional ring in front of a TV camera anymore. I felt they both looked great, and that Pentagon and Phoenix worked with them just fine.
I agree. I thought they looked fine. They hit their spot. They had all the major spots. And I'm like, that's
Sabu bumped like crazy for those guys.
He sure did. And that's what I mean. He really put the young guys over. I thought that was cool. There was nothing wrong in that. I think everything was fine. It was short, but I think it's late.
Yeah.
Sabu's a bit older. You hit your spots and get in, and you got to get out because those guys have been working all day. So I think it's I would have liked maybe if you gave me 3-4 more minutes. I think you really could have sent it home a little bit more.
Yeah.
But it wasn't bad. I didn't expect it.
I think we got just less than 10, more just over 5 less than 10. I would have liked 15, but it is what it is. I'm not going to say it stunk up the joint. I felt what they did in the match was fine.
Yeah.
Everyone looked good considering how late it was.
Keep in mind the intro was long too. Like they were doing all their set up, yeah, and then RVD. They were doing a lot of that in the beginning too. So that ate up a few minutes for sure.
That intro video, yeah, that was
yeah. Their entrance was long too.
That was almost as long as the match. No, but your thoughts on seeing RVD tonight and now knowing that he's signed with them for X amount of dates throughout the rest of 2019. What do you think, dude? I mean, from seeing him tonight, are you like, yeah, sounds good, or I don't know?
No, I think it sounds good. RVD's solid. He's stayed in great shape. He can still work. Just you don't overuse him. Treat him like a special attraction.
This is true.
He should not be on every episode. No way. No way do I want to see him on every week. Use him every third show, once every taping to get him to maybe a pay-per-view. And every pay-per-view have an RVD match.
Yeah,
but that's good enough.
I'd say a match after Rebellion.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Maybe a couple promos leading up to his debut. And then throw him in some backstage segments, interviews, or spots with the Rascals, because I think the fans are dying for that.
Oh my God. Yeah. I need him in the smoke room for sure.
I call it the clubhouse.
The clubhouse. Or at some point they need to have him face off with Scarlett. It's like, who's the real smoke show? So one of those things. I mean, there's so much you can do with RVD. Just keep him involved. Film a bunch of stuff in the can. Have him ready. Have him be taped up to lead to a pay-per-view match, and that's it. You don't need to overdo him. He's a perfect veteran to use. Perfect.
Yeah, and he likes the schedule because he does a couple shows. Those go out over the course of a month and a half, and he's at home for several weeks waiting on the next job. I think he's happy with that.
Yeah, that's what he said. He was very attracted to the schedule they gave him. So good. Yeah. Use it.
It's not like he's going out with the WWE where he does a Monday Night Raw and then 5 house shows in a row. He doesn't want to do that at this point in his career. No way in hell.
Not now. No. But good. Yeah, it was fun, man. It was a very attractive match. What was with the lights going on at the end?
That could have been like a power glitch, or someone bumped it and no one knew how to turn them back on at the end.
Luckily, it was the last match, but I thought maybe they're going to spotlight him to really let people get that photo opportunity because they were all doing the hand raise.
Oh, yeah.
But they didn't spotlight it either, so I don't know.
Yeah, and that's all right. I mean, late night and
yeah.
It's
it was late. It was like what 1:30 over there by the time this whole thing ended. So late night for everybody. But no, man, a good show, fun. It was worth the $20, I think. Yeah. I was happy with it.
Yeah, I mean, knowing how much these guys put in over the course of this week, everybody working how many different shows, busting their ass. These guys are the workhorses of the independent wrestling scene. And it was a good show. I was very happy with it. Especially the few newer faces that we don't see on Impact much, like Marty the Moth or Dante Fox. I'm really hoping that we see more of them. I know that AR Fox is on Evolve and other places, so I don't know if he's contracted with them, if that's a thing. Marty the Moth, I don't see him any other.
Yeah, I don't see him anywhere
regular base on Ring Warriors, but in limbo.
Yeah, I don't really see him anywhere else. Oh. Got a little frozen there, J-Bone. Oh, I think I might have lost J-Bone. Oh, damn. Well, I'll keep talking here. Yeah, we lost him. Can you guys still hear me? You guys still see me and hear me? I think I'm okay. I think. What if we lost both of us? The whole thing's done. But by God, what is happening? Can you guys still hear me though? Can somebody leave me a comment over here and let me know? Am I still coming through? Yes. All right, cool. Well, then maybe I'll wrap it up because J-Bone's gone. I'm looking at a frozen J-Bone face right now. but guys, put a bow on the whole thing. Good show. I'm glad they switched it from Twitch to pay and not because it's like, oh yeah, now y'all got to pay. I think I think the company deserved to be paid for this. It was a huge stacked card, man, talent wise. So I think it was we needed to let Impact make a couple bucks on this one. They deserve to, for what they put out, they need to get paid. So I didn't mind paying the $20 for it. It was a good show. I would not mind seeing more. Maybe do like $10 pay-per-views, $10 super cards or something. I know they can do the Twitch specials, but if they do a couple of big shows like this, make them like the old Wednesday night style, $10 or something, would be fun. I'd be down to pay $10 regularly for sure. But well, cool guys. I think that's I think we covered it. Gladly his J-Bone froze right when we finished everything. So definitely a good show. I'm looking forward to it. Impact is tomorrow night on Twitch and Pursuit. I'm going to ask everybody in the chat, how do you guys watch it? Are you guys Twitch guys, Pursuit? Do you wait till it goes GWN the next couple days later? What do you guys do to watch it? I'm a Twitch guy. I like watching on Twitch. I think what kills it for me though on Twitch is some of the segments seem to be a little more exciting. I like Melissa Santos, but I think some of the stuff, and when she gets to her house, when it's bedroom and stuff, it's like it goes from this brightly lit arena to a dark room in her house. I think it's kind of a bummer though, but just we need a little more energy on the Twitch side of things. So I'd like to compare it to the Pursuit broadcast and see how that goes. But guys, yeah, Impact will be on tomorrow night. As you know, for my podcast, Kyle and I will be back. If you guys want J-Bone back with us, let us know. I think we're onto something here with J-Bone being a third in the third seat. So we'll be back, guys, to do that with our review a couple days after it airs, and that's gonna be about it. So let me plug my stuff because I wish J-Bone was here, but let me plug where you guys can find me. I'm at Vanilla Joke on Twitter and Instagram. You can find my podcast, Total Nonstop Impact, at We Talk Impact on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook. Just type in We Talk Impact or Total Nonstop Impact. It'll come right up. Our podcast is available anywhere podcasts are found: Apple, iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Google Play, iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, Spotify, YouTube, on the Impact Lounge. Guys, if you're Apple users, can you do me a favor? Can you please go rate the show? Because I wanted to get seen more on iTunes, and it's doing pretty good. But more ratings, the better. So go in there, rate it a 5. It takes 2 seconds, please. But connect with all of us, man. J-Bone, he's J-Bone5150 on Twitter. I don't know about his Instagram, though, but Twitter, definitely connect with him. J-Bone5150. He's a man on that. So connect with him as well. This should be up on J-Bone's channel for Smash This Podcast. And guys, I don't think he's coming back. I don't know what happened. Let me do this. I'm going to do a live check of the phone. Let me see if J-Bone sent me a message on what the hell happened here. Let's see. J-Bone, are you here? Oh, so sorry, dude. Lost in my internet. All right, no worries. No worries. I'll do the close. Telling him right now, live, guys. I'm doing the close, J-Bone. It's okay. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna jet up. I don't know how to stop. It's a live thing. I don't know what we do. How do we stop it? Shit, this is my first time doing live. I've never, usually, as you can see by my shitty camera here, I never do video. Me and Kyle are audio guys. Look at this sweet mic setup I got. Look, I just got all this. Look at this thing. Clearly, I'm a voice only. But all right, J-Bone, I'm gonna leave it to you to close this out, man. I'm gonna finish it, guys. Hey, everybody, thanks for jumping in the chat today. That's awesome. I mean, maybe me and Kyle should do more of these because it was fun talking to you guys live, especially some of these guys who, all you guys who always comment on our videos on Total Nonstop Impact. So if you guys want us to do this for our weekly show, let me know. But Andre, good night. All right. And Kirkle Sting, thanks for all the comments. Blood Rain, you two, you guys stuck in there to the end. Duke Togo as well. And everybody else I might have missed, but you guys stuck to the end of the show. I was trying to stall. Maybe J-Bone jump back in, but I guess he's not going to jump in. All right, guys. Thank you very much for joining, and we will talk to you. We'll talk to you later. See ya.